What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Three Rivers Rundown podcast, episode number 4 of season 2. Man,
Let's go.
how we doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Feeling good. Some good UFC fights on last night. I wish we were doing our weekly wagons. I think this was actually the first pay-per-view since that, we haven't had our weekly wagons, so I was a little upset about that. But
did Pereira fight last night?
Yeah, he looked awful.
He lost.
He lost? Okay.
Yeah.
I saw
Magomed and Kalayev.
Yeah, I saw a video where it's like, do you think this guy should have won or something like that? I didn't know if that meant did he win, or were they saying like, oh, he performed really good and didn't win? So
were they showing Pereira?
They were showing Pereira like falling, and they said about the other guy, I don't know who he is, but like, should he have won? So it's like the way they said it, I didn't know if like he did win or if he didn't. So,
it was honestly a really bad fight. Like there's no knockdowns, no takedowns.
Almost one knockdown at the end of the second.
Yeah. Oh, that is true. He was dazed, but it was just a very slow, non-entertaining fight. Unfortunately, I mean, Pereira fights are usually always a banger, but this one was a sleep fest.
I was watching it last night with one of my buddies, and he was like, "This is like the first time that you've ever seen someone like try and walk Pereira down, get in his face the whole time, like, and you could tell he was uncomfortable. It was like I think Rogan said he's on his heels all night, which that's not his style."
The Gaethje fight was unbelievable. Thank God Gaethje was on that card, before that main event, whatever. The main card was great outside the Pereira fight, but Gaethje's always going to be Gaethje.
Yeah, and then how about Bahamendez or Bahamut?
Love him
against Jalen Turner, dude.
Yeah,
he got taken down, but he was doing way more damage from the ground, dude.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He's going to be number 11 now, so he's making a little move up on the rankings.
Good for him.
There were some good fights last night, but that main event was very, very disappointing overall.
Question. So, as you guys know, I don't know much about UFC, but I saw like a video, and it was just talking about Adesanya and Pereira, like their history and everything, where Pereira knocked out Izzy like before they were into UFC, then beat him twice in the UFC, then Adesanya won the last time. Did they ever fight again?
Not since he got not since Adesanya knocked out Pereira.
No, I'm saying
if they will.
Will they fight?
Oh, again? Will they?
I saw a video and it was like Izzy being like, "Oh, like I have nothing to prove. Like I just wanted to prove to myself I could beat him." And like for me, I feel like that's kind of a cop out. Like, why wouldn't you want to fight him again?
The one thing I will say, I think this is a perfect time for them to run it back. I think right now would be the perfect time. If Pereira won last night, I would never say that, but it's because he lost. And Izzy's coming, Izzy lost three in a row as well. So I think this would be the time that they would run it back, maybe at light heavyweight.
Yeah, that would be. You're right. That would be a good fight to make right now. Just because, like, also they're both on like the end of their career. Like they're both gonna be done soon. Like,
dude, he's the same.
Pereira
Jones.
Didn't Pereira? He started late in the UFC.
Real late. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
30s already.
Yeah, he's 30.
He's the same age as John Jones. How crazy is that? Yeah. He's been in MMA for 3-4 years. UFC only 2.5, which is insane. I mean, with what he's done in those 2.5 years. But yeah.
I mean, he's one of the oldest guys on the roster. But there's no one that has fought more than him in the time that he's been in the UFC, which is crazy to think about. Right? He comes in at 34, 35 years old, and he's fighting more than anybody.
I do think if he won last night that he would fight Jones next. I do. And that would be a
massive fight.
Dude, it's probably a top 3 game. It might be honestly the biggest fight in UFC history.
Yes.
I still don't think it's over Conor Khabib, but some people think that it would be bigger.
It could be.
I don't see that, but it's definitely top 2, top 3, no doubt.
Are Jones and Aspen, are they fighting?
They won't.
Dana said it's going to happen. I'm leaning towards no.
Jones doesn't want to.
But I don't know who John would fight other than Aspinall. I just, like, I just don't see a different route for him. I mean, Tom Aspinall is the clear number 1 contender. So, I mean, it's odd for me to see how that fight's not next, and if not, I just see Jones retiring. I just don't see who's next. It makes 0 sense if it's not Aspinall, unless he goes back down to light heavyweight, which is also a 0% chance of happening. He's already 200.
He spent a year and a half trying to get up.
Like, yeah, it's just it just like I think it's either Aspinall or no one, or like I said, if Pereira won last night, it would be a different story. Yeah, because Jones would take him right to the ground. He would.
Well, guys, I think we move on and get into our first segment we've been doing. It's the draft this week. We got 2 interesting teams. We got the Jets and we got the Carolina Panthers. Real quick rundown before we start. The Jets' biggest needs: quarterback, wide receiver. It says running back. I don't know how accurate that is. Corner and D tackle.
Corner's interesting too.
Corner's interesting. I mean, they have Sauce and Reed.
Reed, yeah. Huh.
You know what? Completely messed up. That's Panthers. The biggest needs for the Raiders. The Jets is quarterback, D tackle, O tackle, safety, and corner. And then the Panthers are edge rusher, D tackle, wide receiver, center, then quarterback.
Okay. All right. We can reference that if we need to, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 3 rounds, fast speed for the Panthers and the Jets. Jets up first with the 7th pick. Here we go. No trades. No.
Hey.
Who we getting? No trades. Okay.
I like Mason Graham here personally.
I love Mason Graham for sure.
Look at Shedeur almost falling to him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would take Shedeur even if he was there.
I don't know.
For the Jets. I just think the Jets and Shedeur don't mix well at all. I think that's like a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah. Shedeur in New York. Even with the Giants, I don't think Shedeur should go to New York.
But
I personally think this one we should do pretty straight up. Mason Graham.
Yeah, that's easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's an easy pick. All right.
Panthers. They do need a wide receiver. Yeah, they do need a wide receiver. I'd be fine giving them McMillan.
Joe, you were high on him too, weren't you? You love McMillan, right?
He's just a freak athlete. Like, I don't know that he's the most polished receiver, but he's the best athlete in the class.
Who I didn't even see who you guys took. Who was it?
McMillan.
Oh, okay, I didn't even see it. Click him.
All right, here we go. Jets on the clock. We took Mason Graham. They need an edge, Steph, a receiver, and a quarterback.
No,
and an O tackle.
They need O tackle, safety, corner, and
quarterback too,
and quarterback.
Hey, I don't think corner's high on
no
priority list.
I don't see Jackson Dart dropping that much though.
I don't either. But hey,
if he does, they got to scoop him up.
I could be wrong, but didn't we put Jackson Dart on somebody?
Raiders.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't put Dart on them.
If he keeps falling.
I know, but we're gonna use him every time. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be on every team.
So we're gonna get it right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't care. I just, I would go in another direction, but
I'd be interested to see safeties or like an O tackle.
I mean, here's the Arizona guy.
Who's safety?
But projects best at a guard.
Yeah, they'll do him then.
That Marshall edge is really good. I heard that. I forget. I just saw him. I don't know his name. But
stud. Marshall's edge. Yeah, he is. Don Mike Green.
Yeah, Mike Green. I heard he's a stud.
He is a freak. 100%.
Was Hassan Reddick on the Jets last year?
Yeah, he didn't play though.
See, they're probably going to lose him too. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Mike Green, but I mean, I don't know.
I would be fine with that, to be truthful.
All right, go Mike
Green. If you don't want to go Dart, I'm fine with Mike Green. Mike Green's good. He could be a first-round pick, actually.
Yeah, I heard he's a stud, man.
Mm-hmm. Panthers, we got a receiver. Let's look for.
They also need an edge, Jack Sawyer.
Ooh,
they need an edge, a safety, a corner, a receiver.
I like that, Steph.
Edge, safety, corner, receiver.
He's a stud too, man.
Yeah, give him Jack Sawyer. Keep it simple.
Okay. Well, hold
OH.
on. Let's just make sure. Yeah. Jack Sawyer, congrats. You're a Carolina Panther. All right. Here we go. Jets. I think we need a receiver here to be truthful, but I think some sort of offensive player. Maybe a no tackle. I think maybe a no tackle or receiver here to be truthful. I like Tez Johnson. I don't know. We'll keep him in the back pocket. I don't love that pick. I do like Tez Johnson, but I don't
they need a tackle bad? Yeah,
they need O-line, but then again, how far do you want to reach? Holland Pierce, he is good.
No.
He's good. Quinn Ewers, Scattaboo.
Too far.
I think here's what we do. I think we find someone, come back and take either Savion Williams or
isn't this their last pick? This is their last pick.
This is the last pick.
Well, this is what they would do. So
okay.
All right. Okay. Let's Steph, read the their needs again.
Quarterback, D tackle, O tackle, safety, corner.
Right. I think Justin Fields is going there, so I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback.
It's just hard to take a corner here if you take best available just because we've already taken 3 D players for them.
Yeah, so you would think a receiver or something.
Give him Tez.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's hard to not take one offensive player in the first 3 rounds. Like, I feel like not a lot of teams do that.
And then who's got the Panthers?
Sorry about that, everybody.
Wait, scroll up a little bit, Joe? Dude, I like Denzel Burke.
They do need a D tackle also. That's their second biggest need. I say take the D tackle, second biggest need.
I think either one, because I mean they got rid of their best corner last year.
Do we still have the coin? We'll flip a coin.
I do. Well, actually,
I missed the coin flip. This is a perfect excuse to use it for.
I'm with you. Yeah, I got some.
All right, heads for TJ Sanders or tails for Denzel Burke?
Tails for Burke, heads for Sanders. By the way, Alfred Collins is better than TJ Sanders.
We already made the decision, though. It's either.
Should we do another coin flip then?
No.
What was it? Heads or tails? You flipped it.
It was heads.
Oh, it's
heads. Right, but I'm looking. But like Collins is better than Sanders.
TJ Sanders.
Nah, they went TJ. They like TJ better this year.
I don't think they do. He's 290 pounds.
They told me they were waiting for him in the 3rd round.
Collins is 350.
There we go. Go to full results. Let's see what our hometown Steelers did.
Round 1, Siobhan Ravel. I think.
I don't like that we go past Ibuka.
I agree with you, Steph.
And that's weird.
And Luther Burden.
Packers' first-round receiver is just weird.
And Luther Burden.
Is he supposed to drop that much, Luther Burden? Why is he so low?
Yeah. So he was going higher, but he's been dropping the past couple of weeks for some reason.
He was top 15 pick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or supposed to be whatever?
Top 20 for sure. Yeah.
All right,
he's
let's
a slot guy. Round. 2nd round. Isaiah Bond. See, I don't necessarily love that because he's a small slot guy. We already have.
That's what we need, man. We need another guy that can run routes a little bit.
We have Austin and Wilson.
No, we need a route runner. That's what we need.
We need an outside guy, I think. Someone efficient.
All right, and 3rd round.
3rd round. Jordan Birch. I don't think that'll happen. You didn't address D tackle, and you got to within the first 2 rounds. So
yeah. Agreed.
That's not it.
But all right, guys. I think we did a solid job for Panthers and Jets. Solid job. But I guess this is what I was excited for this week is after we filmed last week, NFL's been kind of going crazy. A lot of stuff's been happening, a lot of trades, like it's getting intense, and we're not even in free agency yet. When that free agency comes around, we're gonna have a lot. But I have the NFL news pulled up, but there's two things off the top of my mind I definitely want to talk about. Number one, Myles Garrett extension. Interesting. 4 years. What is 123 million? Highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. How do you go? Well, I guess for him, he's like, hey, I'll take the money though, instead of leaving and trying to win.
I think it was some sort of strategy behind that. I think he always wanted to be a Brown, but I don't know if he wanted to get paid. Like it might not have been from the Browns, but I think he just wanted to get a big contract. Like, meanwhile, I think his contract before was even insane. I guess I mean, good for him. I mean, now he's the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. So I mean, he did something right. But
I think he didn't want to be a Brown anymore, and he knew he was getting paid. When the Browns were like, "We'll make you the highest non-paid quarterback ever," he's like, "You know what? I'll stay."
Yeah. There's no way we'll never know. But that's I thought about that, Dom, too.
Yeah, maybe so it's a win-win for him. I mean, either way, whether he was getting traded to a Super Bowl contending team or if he was going to be the highest paid non-quarterback ever, it's a win-win no matter what. So like,
But the second thing, Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, just about that
Friday night, and now charges dropped. What I don't know exact details. I just know he choked out a family member, got charged with like third-degree assault, was facing up to 10 years in prison, and now
allegedly.
And now everything's dropped.
I know nothing besides, like Joe said, the charges were dropped. I saw that he was arrested, and then the charges were dropped. That's all I know about what happened. I know it's something to do with somebody in the family, or whether it's a family or same household. Whatever it was. That's all I saw. But I know nothing about what actually happened.
What is it about the Chiefs? It's like every offseason, someone's got to get arrested. Who is it going to be? I don't know, but somebody has to. And you still have Isaiah. Yeah, you still have Isaiah Buggs over there fighting domestic violence and animal cruelty charges. Like,
you got Rashee Rice, his shit last year, I think it was. There's been a lot. Kareem Hunt really kicked it
honestly, off. I think you're
Tyreek Hill.
I didn't mean Tyreek Hill.
I think you're missing the biggest storyline, Steph.
Oh no, those are just two I wanted to start off early with. We still got a bunch to still talk about.
I think the biggest one is Geno Smith. I do. I just think it was so random. I didn't even know they were looking to trade him. I thought, maybe, I know he's at the end of his contract. It's coming up. I think it's next year. I don't think it was even this year. Get a quarterback in the draft or whatever. But I was not expecting. I didn't even know Las Vegas was interested in him.
I'll be honest. I don't think that trade, if they're trying to get a quarterback in the draft, if the quarterback they want is still there, I don't think because they have Geno Smith, they're not going to go out and get him. I still fully expect them. Say if the guy they want's there, they're going to draft that quarterback, and then they're going to be like, Geno, they can learn from Geno so he doesn't have to start day one, or just be like, hey, just have Geno there just to like help him through like growing pains as a rookie. So I don't think that's as big of a trade. Like if there's no one there, then obviously that's probably the majority reason why is like maybe they know something. They're like, we don't think our guy's going to be there. But if he is there, it's not going to, the Geno Smith trade won't matter.
You think in the first round they'd still be interested in getting a quarterback?
Yeah.
Like you think there's no impact on it?
If it's their guy. Like say like they don't have Geno Smith and they were like, oh, if this quarterback falls to us, we're taking him. I don't think it matters if Geno Smith's on your roster or not. I still think they're taking their guy either way if he's there. But they probably did it where if Geno Smith's not there, you're not stuck with Aiden O'Connell starting.
Yeah.
So I think that was more likely. But going right off into that, you had Seahawks, they dropped Tyler Lockett, and all of a sudden DK's like, hey, I want out of here too.
Yeah.
They're clearing house. I saw it was like a meme of in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when like the whole house is like empty.
He's looking around.
Yeah, he's like where is everything? They said JSN right now. Like he's like looking around. He's like, what happened?
Apparently he wants to go to like a warmer city down south, which sucks because I would love him here in Pittsburgh. Although I don't know if him and Pickens would be a good combo for one another.
I'll say this: the Seahawks already came out and said they're interested in their team like benefiting their team, and if it doesn't align with DK's interest, they're sorry. Ideally, they'd like it to, but say if like a Pittsburgh comes knocking and gives them the best deal, they're not going to trade. They won't not trade him to us because DK's like, I want to go to a warm weather state. They'll still send them to us.
Yeah.
So that's if that's out of DK's hands. He just suggested, like, obviously, if like there's trades where it's like, hey, it's pretty much identical. One's a warm weather, one's cold. They'll be all right. We'll help them out. But if like one team has a better offer, they're taking a better offer. Doesn't matter, cold, warm, anything.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, 100%.
His price tag already dropped.
I really don't like how players can dictate where they're going. Like,
right. It's ridiculous.
Unless there's a no trade clause, which that's
different.
fine.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But we'll just go off. I'll just read some of the most recent ones. Is the Bills released Von Miller?
Yeah.
I think they're still in negotiations, though. It's not like they released him, but they could potentially sign him again. Is what I saw.
By them releasing him, they're saving $8.3 million in cap space. So he might come back on a vet minimum or something.
Right.
Ravens agree to terms with left tackle Rodney Stanley on a 3-year, $60 million contract.
He's a stud.
He's really good.
Chiefs are re-signing Marquise Brown to a 1-year deal worth up to $11 million.
Which I thought was a crazy number.
Yeah.
What has he done to get $11 million a year?
Like, if you would have said this a few seasons ago, I've been like, you know what, I get it. Like, he was solid for the Chiefs. He hasn't really done anything for them. Like,
do you think it's because of the whole Xavier Worthy situation? Maybe they're kind of in panic mode. They're like, we need at least one of our guys to be ready to go this year because
Rasheed Rice.
Rice be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah, but you have two guys involved with the law right now. Like, they want to avoid, having
Yeah, but I don't think that was any indication. I think maybe they just really like him because he had a lot of success there before, and so I think they're just that's why he got that contract. But $11 million does seem kind of crazy for if everything works out good for the Chiefs. He's going to be your number 3 receiver, making $11 million. And with that being said, I don't even know if you would be the 3 because you still have like do they still have like Juju, Deontay? Are they still under contract or are they gone now also?
They have Juju, DeAndre's, but he
retired, I thought.
No, he didn't retire, but I think his contract is up.
Okay.
DeAndre didn't retire.
But then you still have like a Justin Watson. So it seems like for that 3rd spot, it's like a rotating carousel of like guys that play 11
that's what I mean. That's what I mean, dude.
You also got to think though, like 11 million actually isn't that much for a receiver. Like that is like a mid-tier receiver now. I mean, guys are making 35.
But
third or fourth stringer?
Third?
Yeah.
Okay, but your 1 and 2 are on rookie contracts.
I get that, but I still don't see. I don't think that changes the value in the what you pay the guy.
Yeah, but you know that Hollywood has a high ceiling. Like he has speed, like no one's business. So like maybe they're just like taking the gamble that maybe if they do lose Worthy or Rasheed Rice for the year, whatever, they have another speed guy. Like Juju's not a speed guy. Hopkins, Watson, none of them are. I don't know. I don't know their cap situation that well, so it's tougher to.
But then moving on, you have the Bills signed Gregory Rousseau, 4-year, $80 million extension. And Commanders are bringing back Zach Ertz.
And they dropped Jonathan Allen.
Yeah, which is
or released him, whatever.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
2-time
Steelers.
That would be great. He's still young, too. I think he's only I think he's our age. I think, 26, 27 years old. Right?
I wouldn't mind releasing Ogunjobi. I think that saves you like $7-8 million if you release him. Sign Jonathan Allen, but still draft a D tackle.
Yeah, I like that.
Ogunjobi just doesn't play a full season ever.
Yeah,
he's not a liability by any means, but like
I will say he's very liked on the team.
Is he?
He's a well-liked guy. It seems like all of like his best friends on the team are like big name dudes. Like Cam Hayward's one of his closest friends.
Okay.
Let me ask this question. If you guys had to put money on the line right now, who do you think will be the Vikings starting quarterback week 1 next year? Or this year, I should say.
JJ McCarthy. The only reason why I say that is I don't know if they do go out and get a quarterback. I've been hearing a lot of whispers, but the next article that I'm reading right here is quarterback Sam Darnold is not expected to re-sign with the Vikings. So if he's gone, I don't know if they do bring in anyone, or I mean, you have JJ McCarthy. Why not see what he's got?
Listen.
He already sat for a year.
Listen, there's a serious chance.
I know who you're going to say before you know. I already know who you're going to say, and I agree with you.
This cycle. There's a serious chance, dude.
I could be wrong. Go ahead. I want to hear what you had to say.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
there's a serious chance.
That's not who I was going to say.
Who the hell are you saying? There's a serious chance that Aaron Rodgers completes his cycle, finishes his career in Minnesota, very well, much like Brett Favre.
Yeah,
that's what I think. And you got Jordan Addison, you got Justin Jefferson. I mean, come on.
TJ
Hawkinson, come on.
I got a dark horse.
You got his old running back in Aaron Jones.
Who are you thinking, Dom?
I don't know why, but I'm thinking Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah, well, okay, yeah, because he was there at the end of the year.
I don't know why. I just do.
My thing though is if it is Daniel Jones, I don't think he starts. I think they start JJ, and Daniel's more of like have a veteran in there.
I think it's the other way around. I think Daniel Jones would start, and then JJ McCarthy comes in.
I don't know, because it's not like he was a young rookie. He was an older rookie, already sat for a year. Like, you at least got to put him in, see what you got with him, see if you have.
Yeah, but he was injured.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. He's still in the league.
Yeah, I just think
it's not. It's not like you're a rookie. You have no idea how the NFL operates anymore. Like, he was in every meeting. Like, he knows the playbook down, everything. So it's not like he's not a rookie. He had that year, even though he couldn't play. He's still like mental reps. He learned stuff.
For sure.
Learned from Sam Darnold, like how to just conduct yourself. So,
yeah.
Me personally, if I was the Vikings coach, I'd be like, we got to get him out there. If we drafted him that early, we can't have him be sitting because he's not getting any younger. He wasn't a young quarterback.
One thing no one's talking about is how do you know that Justin McCarthy is going to be good? Like, what if he stinks in camp? You're not going to start him.
True. But I'm just saying, I mean, if you're going to spend that high of a draft pick on him, I think he has to have talent. So
about Jamarcus Russell.
True. Yeah. But what about all the other guys that worked out great?
Yeah, but like I'm saying, it happens. And especially at the quarterback position. When was Mitch Trubisky drafted?
Yeah.
He was the first overall pick.
But here's the thing. Every person you just named, they got the start right away. So that's because they were drafted higher. I think that's why J.J. McCarthy will be given the opportunity.
Did Jamarcus Russell start right away? I can't remember.
Because here's my thing. You don't, especially like say if they are not looking good in camp or whatever, you can't draft a first-round quarterback, early first round, and just be like, like he's not looking good in camp. We can't play him. Like, you have to play him and at least let like the public like get an eye and be like, okay, yeah, we messed up. This isn't the guy. Move on. You can't just draft the first round guy, him get hurt, and then be like, yeah, he's not that good. Like, we're not going to play him because then the fan bases, stuff like that. Will be like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
That, but the first year though, at least like if someone else is better.
Yeah.
It's a really weird time for quarterbacks. I will say Minnesota is probably the best opportunity for a quarterback to play right now because I think O'Connell's a wizard. So like going back to like the whole Rodgers thing, I think that's a perfect place for him. I want him here in Pittsburgh. I think we're going to lose Fields. I don't think we're going to get Fields. I think we're going to lose him to the Jets. I think the Jets are going to offer him money that we can't compete with.
But Fields wants to play here.
He does.
I don't know how true this is, but I saw the Steelers are looking at like a 1-year, $13 million deal with Fields.
That'd be great.
Which here's my thing. The only reason why I could see like that being accepted is one for the Steelers. It's like, all right, it's a low risk for us. We'll give him a full season to start, see how he plays. And two, for Justin Fields, no matter where he goes, like he'll get a solid contract, but he's not going to get a crazy contract. So it's like one of those things. Play a year. You will have a full good season. The next season, you're getting a big contract. You'll see like a Baker Mayfield contract, stuff like that. So it's almost like what Baker did. He'd be betting on himself to be like, hey, I want to show you guys what I'm worth. And I think that's the only way. If he's like, hey, like, I just want to go for the money right now, there's 0% chance the Steelers get him. But if he's like, I want to prove my worth, because I don't think the Steelers are giving a multi-year deal like that. It's going to be like a 1, maybe 2-year deal. And it's going to be like, hey, prove yourself. If you prove yourself, you'll be getting big money.
If we give him more than 1 year, we definitely have an out after the first year if we want it.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that we're gonna.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think my ideal situation is either you sign Fields and you draft a guy respectable. I'm not saying first 2 rounds. Maybe if maybe a Quinn Ewers or something like that, or you sign Fields and you bring in like a Flacco. Right, someone that can win games in the league that has shown that the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that could, really. I mean, you saw him do well in a running offense in Cleveland as well as Baltimore. That's what we're trying to be. He knows how to win games, so I wouldn't mind that.
What about a Rodgers and Ewers?
I would like that too. Honestly, I would
nice.
like that. I'd like some combination of a vet and a young potential future.
Yeah. I think that's a perfect scenario. I mean, I do love Justin Fields. I would love to give him another chance here, but I think Rodgers and Ewers is another great option for the Steelers. But the Steelers never seem to do what I want them to do, so I have no hopes. Listen, I'll be honest. I just hope it's not Russell Wilson. That's really the only thing I'm going to ask for.
It's not going to be, dude. I think that ship sailed.
100% agree. And if it is Russell Wilson, I hope it's one of those things where the Steelers like, all right, we're going to get a quarterback guaranteed in the first round. It's like Russ is only here to like teach them. That's it. Not even that's next year. But I'm saying this year.
I thought you meant
Jackson.
It would be like it would be like if we're keeping Russ, you have to be like no matter what it takes. We got to trade up if he's going before us, whatever. You got to go get the guy you think is your quarterback, and Russ is purely there to start maybe for the beginning of the season, kind of like teach the rookie how to go, then give the rookie the reins and let Russ teach him. I think that's the only way you can keep Russ and it even be semi-decent.
Yeah.
That's it. But some other news going on is Kirk Cousins met with owner Arthur Blank, and Falcons do not intend on releasing him. So he will be a Falcon.
But I thought he requested to be released after that. I thought like it went like they said to him, we're not going to cut you. But I think Kirk was like, yeah, I actually want to be cut.
At the end of the day, they decide.
True. But that's a toxic in the locker room.
Yeah, but how much money are they paying him to where if they do cut him, like it's kind of messed up for him to be like, oh yeah, cut me then. And then they're going to owe him still how many millions on millions.
Do some sort of trade or something. And Cleveland, I think Cleveland would love to have him.
Yeah.
Cleveland would love every quarterback ever. Like they just need something. They need
maybe
something.
In Minnesota, maybe Minnesota reunion.
Honestly,
yeah, I thought about that too. But
can Cleveland afford him? Because Deshaun Watson's contract, I know they just
they opened up a ton after that reconstruction or whatever.
Yeah, but then you just gave how much to Myles Garrett?
True.
So it's like,
I wouldn't say Minnesota's out of the running. I think he might go back there. Yeah,
I'm
telling you.
Yeah, I could honestly see that. Honestly, and now's the time for both.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
now's the time.
No, I think it's very unlikely, but it wouldn't surprise me by any means.
All right, guys. Next thing is the Buccaneers agree to terms with Levante David for a 1-year, $10 million contract.
Nice.
Good for him. I like Levante.
Long career.
Yeah,
another one.
In the league for 13 years.
We already talked about this, but Seahawks traded Geno Smith to the Raiders in exchange for a 3rd-round pick. Then the next one, wide receiver.
I would have done that if I was the Steelers.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Well, wait, can we talk about the Seahawks real quick now? Because we talked about the Raiders and what their thought process was. But, is Drew Lock the guy right now? Obviously, they're going to probably do something, but is he the guy right now there? I don't know. Is he still there?
Yeah.
Or was it a 1-year deal? Or
I think he's still there, but I don't know if it was along the lines that's why they traded Geno. I think they're more like clearing house to gear up again.
That's what I'm saying. But
it's as of now.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, with a 3rd-round pick, they might be taking a quarterback in that range. Quinn Ewers, 3rd round.
Quinn Ewers.
For sure. Good call.
Or they could just be like, hey, like, we're giving the keys to Drew Lock this season. We intend to do bad. We'll just start getting, like, assets to fill around. They'll have a bad season. Next year, you go get an early draft pick, find your quarterback then. Or, hey, who knows? What if there's some stuff we don't know and maybe, like, a Rodgers could be going there?
What if Russ goes back there?
Russ?
No, that won't happen.
Talk about another reunion.
Maybe
I would love if Russ went there. Love it.
I would too.
That just means we don't have them
back
anymore.
home.
We just don't have them anymore.
Right.
I
See you
knew where
later.
Steph was going, but Dom, I'm with you. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Send him back home.
But here's one. I didn't hear this before, but wide receiver Michael Gallup intends to come out of retirement and wants to play in 2025.
Cool.
It's interesting.
I mean,
This is like totally off subject, but there was another plane crash.
Another
It
where at?
was crashes in a
Fatal?
retirement community's parking lot in Pennsylvania. 5 people were aboard on the plane.
fatal.
So it's like a PJ.
I'm only assuming. Yeah. I can only assume it was fatal, yeah.
Wait, was it like close to Pittsburgh?
Lancaster.
Okay.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah, sorry.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
I saw it.
Aaron Jones is re-signing with the Vikings on a 2-year, $20 million deal with $13 million guaranteed, says Adam Schefter.
That's a lot of money, dude.
That is a lot of money.
Hey, you know why they're paying him? Because he's about to
Why?
get his old quarterback back.
Wow.
They want
Here
that
he
chemistry.
goes.
They
Here
want
he
that
goes.
chemistry.
Okay.
That's a lot, Joe. You're right. That's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah. But here's another thing. Bills linebacker Terrell Bernard agreed on a 4-year, $50 million extension, and the Titans cut Harold Landry.
Yeah, I saw
Interesting.
that because he
One
requested.
thing I
a
thought,
trade.
how
He
about
wanted another.
Hubbard retiring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have played a little bit longer. Dude, he was good like 2 years ago. He was really good.
So this is kind of down the list a little, but let me scroll down to read it. So it says the Bengals grant the end Trey Hendrickson permission to seek a trade.
yeah. I
So,
I feel like
Say Hubbard goes, and then you also lose Hendrickson. I mean,
That
it's rough to
defense is already
lose.
terrible too.
Yeah, and like both of them,
They gotta
I mean,
pay.
Hendrickson obviously is a stud DN, but like he was a good DN. He was really good for them. It was just everything else for them wasn't that good.
right. And I think like going back to Hendrickson, they would want to pay him, but they're going to have to pay Jamar. They might pay T. Like, that's a lot of money. That's going to be like almost $75,000 between the both of them, if not more. Probably, maybe more.
Way more, Joe. Way more.
A year.
Like, yeah, Joe.
I'm saying like 40 and 30 or 35, 30.
Joe,
like
I'm
like
be honest. I don't think you're anywhere close because you said 75K. I'm thinking more in the millions.
Oh, 75 million a year.
I was gonna say I thought I heard that too, but I didn't want to
40
say
and
it.
30, like, bro.
Yeah,
Maybe 75 is a little
I heard. Yeah,
no,
I was so confused, but I thought maybe I heard it
65.
wrong.
65.
I was
plus.
just messing around.
65 to 70. I'm saying.
But so here's one. I mean, now kind of seems like old news, but this happened right after we recorded last week's podcast. Is Debo to the Commanders? Right.
Oh
when we got
yeah,
off
I forgot that was
like,
after the
right when we got off the podcast. He went to the Commanders for what, a 5th round pick?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, not
understand what
much.
we're doing.
I mean,
that bothers me, man. Like, what
don't
are
get
we
me
doing?
wrong.
No.
I'm not a
I
Debo
didn't want
fan.
Debo. No.
I'm not a Debo fan, but this is where this is taking me now. Is Debo came out and said the Commanders are one of the best fits for me. So I think we could see good old San Francisco running the ball with Debo kind of offense for Commanders. I think he gets more involved because
See, we need a weapon like that, though. I know you guys don't want him, but like he's a lot better than what we would have right now.
We need a receiver. We don't need a flex player where he's kind of a good receiver, but it's like mainly get the ball in his hands. We need a receiver who can
We
get
need a
it.
Keenan
That's not
Allen
him.
or like something
Yeah,
like that.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Right?
Like Keenan Allen. Oh my
Right?
Granted,
gosh, yeah.
I do think Debo is an upgrade from like a Van Jefferson, but I'm not saying I don't think that's like Debo wouldn't be the answer for us.
No,
like,
I really don't. I don't think so either. And I'm honestly, I've never been super impressed by Debo.
but
Even
for
that big year, I mean,
for a 5th round pick,
for a fifth round pick.
not bad.
That's what I mean.
Not bad. Yeah. But going off of now, we're going to talk about how I'm mad about this. Is the Jaguars are trading wide receiver Christian Kirk to the Texans for a 2026 7th round pick.
Yeah,
That was the guy I wanted the Steelers again. I thought
me too.
good route runner. I think that would be the perfect complementary type of receiver for George Pickens.
I think he is.
Yep.
Too. I think he would have been.
And I mean, you give up a 7th round for not even this draft, next draft. Like,
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
Granted, you got to pay a little for him. He's got that hefty contract, but shoot, like,
Yeah, but I think he's on the back end
Why
of
not?
that contract. He signed that like 3 years ago. I think it was a 4-year deal. So
yeah, but I'm still like, you'll be on the hook for it because I
right.
don't think the Jaguars are covering that much from it because I don't know how much was guaranteed. But I will say Christian Kirk was the receiver that kind of ruined the free agency market for wide receivers. Like when the Jaguars signed him, they gave him like a $20+ million deal, and that was right when Deontay signed, and he's like, well, I'm better than Christian Kirk because at the time, Christian Kirk's best seasons were with the Jaguars, and like he was okay with the Cardinals, and then Jags were like, oh, yeah, like, but he wasn't a $20+ million receiver.
No,
right.
Like, it was. I remember being shocked. Like, what is that deal?
And because of that deal, that ruined the wide receiver market because everyone's like, well, if Christian Kirk's getting this, I deserve a heck of a lot more. And that's when the wide receiver market just started going crazy.
You're right.
Yeah, I think it was like a 4-year, $83 million contract or something.
That sounds about right. Yeah, dude, I remember seeing that. Like, that was pretty wild.
Another thing is Commanders are resigning Bobby Wagner to a 1-year deal worth up to $9.5 million.
Good.
Yeah, good for Bobby.
Good for Bill.
He had a good year last year, actually.
This one I'm very, very interested in because I don't really see the benefit of this, but the Jaguars released Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I don't know.
Evan Ingram,
the new GM.
Granted, Evan Ingram was banged up this year and didn't have a great season, but last year he had like a Brock Bowers season where he had 100+ catches, over 1,000 yards. Brock Bowers is now considered the best tight end in the NFL. Evan Ingram a season later is getting cut. Like, how much were they paying him? Is it something to do with the cap? Or?
I think it's something to do with the cap.
Yeah,
had to be. But I want to know who needs a tight end. Who could use an Evan Ingram? How about the Broncos, maybe?
Yeah, Broncos, Green Bay.
Well, I don't know. Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, but he's so much better than him.
Okay, here's why. They cut Evan Ingram and saved $15.48 million.
Yeah, that's
it.
That makes sense.
That sucks.
They're saying he should be one of the top
Texans.
He's one of the top tight ends to be looked at.
He probably is the top tight end.
Yeah.
There's not many other guys that caliber.
I don't know if this has happened yet or not, but Darius Slay says he has no hard feelings about the Eagles' release and is still open to returning to Philly. Did the Eagles release him?
Yeah.
Yeah. A few days ago.
Big play Slay.
He's still open to returning, but he's out of there. This one I find very interesting is Chargers release 5-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Joey Bosa after 9 seasons. And the reason why I think that's interesting is shortly before I got on this podcast, I got an alert on my phone that the 49ers are bringing in Joey Bosa.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I saw that too.
They're trying to reunite the brothers.
That's cool.
That is good for them too, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder what type of contract he would kind of get though. Like, where's he at now? Like Joey Bosa.
It wouldn't be small. It wouldn't be
He wouldn't be a top guy anymore, but he's still getting paid mainly for his name. But like, he still brings something to the ball club.
He'll get for sure. He just never is healthy. I feel like.
Swear, dude, he's always hurt.
Yeah,
always.
I mean, did you guys see in the Pro Bowl this year? He was hurt for the Pro Bowl, and they had him doing the relay race, and it was him and Nick Bosa starting off the relay race. And
wait a minute.
So, I'm so sorry about that.
I didn't like that.
But it was him and Nick leading off the relay race, and they were like getting interviewed before, and Joe's like, he goes, I think this is gonna be a spectacle or something. And instead of running, they were just speed walking, and it was hilarious. But it was because Joey was hurt, so he couldn't run. So Nick was like, "Hey, I'll speed walk with you."
I saw that. I didn't know that was the reason why, though. I thought it was just literally a speed walking competition.
Yeah, no, Bosa, he got hurt. Not Joey Bosa got hurt.
Who won the speed walking race though?
Joey.
Nick. I thought Nick
Joey.
won.
No, Joey did. He did. He pulled it out at the end. I mean, it was pretty much neck and neck. It might have been like a half a step, but Joey got him. Another thing, Browns guard Joel Bentonio is returning for his 12th and maybe final season. He said he's giving it one more go in Cleveland.
He stinks.
2-time All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowl guard.
That's all good.
Yeah, he's good.
Pretty solid.
Bentonio is good.
So I thought this was funny. Raiders signed DN Max Crosby to a 3-year, $106 million extension, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. And that lasted for, what was that, 3 days? So
not even. I don't even think. Not even.
Yeah.
That.
So that's funny.
Could you imagine getting one of those contracts?
No.
No. No way.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Probably go to the
I wouldn't
casino
believe it.
and spend it all one night and see what happens.
Yeah. Go high rollers.
I'll tell you what, dude. I wish I could play high rollers so bad. It's so much better. So much better.
Wait, I completely missed this one. It's the Bears traded for Joe Thuney from the Chiefs for a 2026 4th-round pick. Completely missed that one.
And Trey Smith, I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs are bringing him back. Are they?
I don't know.
He was a Pro Bowler.
Osa Adigizua re-signed with the Cowboys and said it doesn't feel real.
He got a crazy contract. Yeah.
4-year, $80 million.
Wow.
I barely even heard of him.
Zach Bond also. He re-signed.
1 year.
Was it? No. Zach Bond, I think it was like 3-year, $50 million or 2-year, $50 million. Let me find it.
2-year, $50 million.
It's something crazy. I mean, he was just up for Defensive Player of the Year. 3-year, $51 million.
All right.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he deserves it. He had a great year. Yeah.
I mean, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Eagles also re-signed Saquon Barkley to a 2-year, $41.2 million extension and 15 million more available in incentives. The running back market's changing, man. I mean, we just saw Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
It's all because of Saquon.
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
And what's James Cook's contract?
I think James Cook, he just resigned, or is he still?
That's what I mean. He's making.
Rookie.
No, I thought. Why did I think he's making like a shit ton of money though?
No, I think this is unless he just did like an extension or something, but he's still on his rookie contract. This is his 2nd year in the league.
Okay. Wait. That was his second? No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first year he was in the league was the first year Dalvin Cook wasn't with the Vikings. And that was not this past season, but the season before.
Okay. I don't know why I was saying that.
I guess just to kind of wrap it off, now we're all the way back to March 4th. So we're almost at a week back, but here it says NFL News Roundup. The number one thing is Justin Fields is more likely to be the Steelers starting quarterback in 2025 than Russ.
Yeah. I mean, that's
good.
Ain't bad. Ain't bad.
For sure. That's as expected.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're getting right here to about the 50-minute mark. Probably we'll be wrapping it up soon, but is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything exciting going on? I know me and Joe, we share a fantasy baseball league, have our fantasy draft coming up. That's cool.
Yep.
I have a trivia question.
Thank you.
I love this right now.
So before I tell you the question, there's 2 answers, but I don't personally know the one guy. So you don't have to guess both. I'm going to just ask the question as it is, but there's one pretty big name guy here. Okay. Who are the only 2 running backs shorter than 5'8" who've run for over 1,000 yards in an NFL season?
Doug Martin.
No.
I mean, I don't
If you
think
get either
Sproles,
one, I'll tell you.
I don't think Sproles ran for 1,000 before.
That was gonna be my guess, but I don't think.
Here's
he ran
another.
for
Both of these players were 5'7" actually, and both ran for over 1,000 yards 3 times during their careers.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
That is correct.
Yeah, good
Okay.
one.
The other guy, I don't think you guys. I
Wait,
don't know. You might know.
Can you give us like a hint about him? Like when did he play? Who did he play
Let me look
for?
it
Like,
up.
can you give us anything?
I'll tell you right now.
Because if you're telling us like the
So
90s before, I'm checked out.
80s.
Yeah, I'm checked out.
Played for the Giants for all those years.
In the 80s.
I have no. I don't even know his name. I mean, I know how to say it,
I
but
probably won't get it either.
Joe Morris. No idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll never guess.
Good work, Joe. Though, regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah, good work.
Good work, Joe. Good work.
I was trying to find a better one. I was looking it up and see if I could find a good trivia question for you guys.
Joe, you got anything you want to leave us with? Any comments?
That's all I got. I don't have anything else. That's it.
I will say our bowling league. For you guys that don't know, our bowling league we're finishing off the season tomorrow, and we're starting another league with, it seems like, more teams.
Same league. We're
Expanding.
We're gonna have an expansion draft. We're gonna have 6 teams now as opposed to 4, so we're gonna have 6 teams of 4. Dom's gonna be involved. There's a venue change. It's gonna be a little closer to Dom, so Dom's gonna be involved in some capacity, which we're excited about. That's about it though. That is about it.
It's exciting. When is our fantasy baseball draft, Jeff?
2 Mondays.
Okay. It's not next
Listen.
Monday, the following?
It's not
Talk
tomorrow. It's next.
Okay.
Talk about fantasy. We got about 2 months till we find out what we're picking in my draft. The draft lottery is usually early May.
Don't we do it NBA?
Yes, sir.
Finals.
NBA playoffs, yeah.
Finals.
All right,
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Turn on push notifications. Check out our
All that.
TikTok. Check out our Instagram. Shout out Joe. He got the Instagram up and kicking.
Thank you.
We
Thank
got
you.
another
Thank you, Joe.
platform
Thank you.
Thank
for you guys to check out. And with that, everyone, we're out of here. Peace.